And that thing is happening. And that's exactly the warning. While the Caribbean...
Breaking, U.S. forces have increased military presence near Venezuela. Analysts warn this could escalate tensions with Maduro's government while influencing domestic politics under Trump. This just in, the Pentagon has confirmed that naval assets are being deployed to the Caribbean in response to the ongoing situation. In recent weeks, C-17 cargo planes and F-35 fighter jets have arrived at Puerto Rico's Roosevelt Roads base, signaling In breaking news, dramatic scenes are unfolding at the Venezuelan border this evening, where troops and heavy armor are mobilizing rapidly. Open source researchers report a potential deployment of a secretive U.S. Special Operations ship near Venezuelan waters, signaling strategic options for rapid response. Breaking news now. U.S. surveillance aircraft and advanced drones are intensifying intelligence gathering operations over the Caribbean amid rising tensions in the region. These surveillance platforms allow U.S. commanders to monitor movements in real time, reducing surprise and giving decision makers immediate military options.
We are now seeing the activation of the Roosevelt Roads base. Military personnel are unloading critical cargo and preparing.
With bases across the Caribbean and cooperation from regional partners, the United States can rapidly project power closer to Venezuelan territory.
As the situation in Venezuela continues to unfold, U.S. forces have ramped up humanitarian logistics operations on nearby Caribbean islands.
Military officials describe this buildup as a form of strategic pressure designed to deter escalation while keeping all options firmly on the table.
We have breaking news as the Marines launch amphibious drills off the coast.
Go, 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 move it!
Marine expeditionary units are designed for speed, capable of launching air and ground operations within hours of receiving orders.
In breaking news, our sources confirm that naval operations are underway in the Caribbean Sea, just off the coast of Venezuela.
Officials in Washington have made it clear this deployment is not symbolic, and the administration says it is prepared to escalate if necessary.
Tensions are escalating in the region tonight as Venezuelan forces conduct major mobilization drills.
Forward, march! Company, halt!
President Maduro has portrayed the U.S. buildup as an existential threat, calling on citizens and the military to prepare for resistance.
Breaking news. Venezuelan civilians are participating in nationwide civil defense drills today. Move quickly. To the left. Secure the perimeter now.
Despite appeals to international partners, Venezuela has yet to secure any firm commitments of military support. We have breaking news regarding the escalating crisis in Venezuela. The situation across the Caribbean is becoming increasingly. Washington has gone further, branding Venezuela's leadership as criminal actors, raising the stakes beyond traditional diplomacy.
We have breaking news regarding a massive DEA operation targeting Venezuelan drug cartels. Our sources confirm multiple high-speed chases are currently underway.
A multi-million-dollar reward has now been announced, marking one of the most aggressive steps taken against a sitting foreign leader. With forces now in position, analysts warn the window for de-escalation may be narrowing. The military simulation shows potential strike routes converging on the capital. This comes as naval assets have been deployed to the region.
Breaking news tonight, we are tracking simulated strike routes as military assets converge on the area. This represents a significant escalation.
Humanitarian groups warn that any prolonged conflict could have devastating consequences for civilians.
While the political situation remains volatile, it is the Venezuelan people who face the daily struggle of life under uncertainty.
For now, the world is watching and waiting to see whether pressure turns into action.
We begin tonight with breaking news on a developing international crisis, the effects of which are already being felt across the globe. Diplomatic options appear to be shrinking as military readiness reaches a critical point. Breaking news tonight as the United States begins fueling and arming aircraft at forward operating bases, signaling a potential mission escalation near Venezuela. Military officials confirm that forces are operating at heightened readiness levels. Breaking news tonight. A carrier strike group is conducting drills in the Caribbean amid rising international tensions.
Analysts caution that even a small incident could trigger rapid escalation.
We are receiving unsure remedies.
Markets and neighboring countries are already feeling the pressure of rising uncertainty.
This is breaking news. We are closely monitoring the situation impacting regional ports, critical shipping lanes, and energy infrastructure across the Caribbean.
Ultimately, the next move will come down to decisions made at the very top.
Good evening. We are tracking a developing situation tonight as tensions rise in major capitals across the world.
Behind the scenes, U.S. allies across the region are quietly playing a critical role.
Breaking news tonight as U.S. and Caribbean partner forces commence joint military coordination exercises in the region, focusing on maritime security.
Staging forces closer to Venezuela reduces logistical strain and shortens response times.
Breaking news tonight, we have confirmed reports of sustained operations underway at forward logistics bases involving the loading of critical fuel and ammunition supplies. Even as pressure builds, officials say communication channels remain open to prevent miscalculation. We have breaking news regarding a major breach in secure communications. Sources tell us encrypted data transmissions may have been compromised.
Some analysts say the visibility of this buildup is itself a strategic weapon.
The situation is developing rapidly, and the reaction online has been immediate. Let's look at how this is unfolding across social media.
For now, the strategy appears to balance overwhelming force with deliberate restraint. In breaking news, our teams on the Caribbean coast report heightened military activity as the national flags are raised across the region.
Military pressure in the region is now approaching its most critical phase.
Breaking news tonight. Tensions escalate in the Caribbean as naval forces mobilize near the Venezuelan coast.
Intelligence monitoring has intensified, with analysts watching for even the smallest change in posture.
Breaking news tonight. Tensions escalating rapidly in the Venezuelan border region. Get me a closer look at Grid Sector 4 immediately. Commercial shipping and aviation operators have now been issued heightened advisories. Breaking news now regarding the escalating situation in Venezuela. Back home, political pressure is mounting as the standoff continues. Breaking news tonight regarding the ongoing crisis in Venezuela. New sanctions are expected to be announced by lawmakers on Capitol Hill. As the pressure peaks, the coming days could bring resolution or escalation. Good evening. We begin with breaking news regarding the escalating crisis in Venezuela as a major decision looms over the Caribbean. After weeks of pressure and preparation, attention now turns to what comes next.
This just in. Reports from the Venezuelan border indicate military personnel are beginning to stand down from high alert positions as the diplomatic situation evolves.
Despite signs of restraint, uncertainty continues to hang over the region. Breaking news tonight, we are seeing daily life return to normal across the Caribbean and Venezuelan regions. Our correspondent is on the ground with the latest.
The standoff highlights how modern power is often exercised through pressure rather than open conflict.
We have breaking news tonight regarding the escalating situation in Venezuela. Tensions are rising near the coastal border as we bring you this report.
Breaking news tonight regarding the ongoing situation in Venezuela. We are tracking developments closely.
The crisis in Venezuela reached a boiling point this evening as officials confirmed the reports.
For now, the crisis pauses, but the forces that shaped it remain.
We are continuing to follow this breaking news out of Venezuela. As the sun rises over the Caribbean, we look for a period of cautious calm.